A brutal murder 3 years ago in Albuquerque is still unsolved tonight, but the victim's family refuses to give up on finding the killer. Tonight, they held a vigil in his honor. News 13's Amanda Goodman was there. She's live in the Newsplex now.
Tim, 3 years ago today, 33-year-old Richard Garcia was found beaten and stabbed to death in his apartment. Tonight, his family hopes someone will come forward with information that can solve this case before it turns cold.
My son was very special to me. He was my heart. There's a big hole in me.
That hole ripped open when Monique Walker's 33-year-old son, Richard Garcia, was found murdered in his apartment 3 years ago at the Zia Encantada apartment complex. Police said he was stabbed and beaten. His girlfriend at the time found him. Tonight, his family held a candlelight vigil in an effort to keep his memory alive and bring attention to his case.
He was my firstborn child and my only son, and we dearly miss him, and we just can't turn our backs to what has happened to him and how he was taken from us.
Garcia's killer has not been found. Over the years, tips have come into the Albuquerque Police Department, but so far nothing substantial enough to make an arrest.
Not having him is hard enough, but having this opened and non-resolved is it's just heart-wrenching for us.
A sliver of hope still remains. The investigation hasn't been turned over to cold case detectives yet, which means APD is still actively working it.
We understand that there's really probably no closure until the case is actually solved, but they hopefully have comfort in knowing that detectives don't forget about their cases.
Garcia's family is hoping everyone else will remember his murder too, perhaps providing information that can help bring justice for Garcia and closure for them.
We pray that somebody would come forward and help us, that we can be whole again, or at least as much as possible, and that my son will be resting in peace.
Garcia left behind 3 children. His family says they still miss him every day. He would have turned 37 next month. Tim?
Thank you, Amanda. Anyone with information in this case is asked to call Albuquerque Police. You can remain anonymous.